All right, license key formatting. Let's get started. All right, you're given a license key represented as a string S, which consists on only alphanumeric character and dashes. The string is separated into n plus 1 groups by n dashes. Given a number k, we would want to reformat the strings such that each group contains exactly k characters, except for the first group, which could be shorter than k, but still must contain at least one character. Now, this is the highlight. Furthermore, there must be a dash inserted in between two groups, and all lowercase letters should be converted to uppercase. Given a non-empty string S and number k, format the string according to the rules described above. So we have an example 5F3Z-2-9-W and case 4. So one condition we need to pay attention to is the first group, could be shorter than k, and but it must contain at least one letter, so one character. So for example 1, I think I'm having a cold. Drink more hot water, just like your mom says. All right, and 5F3Z as the first group, and we group 2Z9W as the second group. So it looks straightforward. Let's take a look at the second example. We have 2 5G3J and K is 2. So in this example, 2 is the first group, and the length of first group is less than 2. So we leave the first group alone, and we are regrouping the remaining characters, which are 5G. Well, 5G is already 5G already meets the requirement of the length, and we combine 3 and J. So okay, the rest are just restrictions. So now my first thought would be we can just check. So now, just like what I highlighted here, the first group, which the first group can contain less than k characters. Now, so what I would do is, well, there are two conditions for the first group. Now, I would first check the length, and the length could be less than k or equal and larger than k. Now, if it's less than k, that's no problem. We can just attach a dash to the first group. But the problem comes when we have length that is larger than k for first group. So if the length of first group is larger than k, which means we need to cut the first group into 2 or more parts, and which pushes the remainder of the first group to the next group. So we need to continue checking the length of the remainder in order to make sure that the first group doesn't go over the length requirement. So essentially, this is the problem. This is a problem to find the remainder of a string. Except it's the other way around, in reverse, right? So the length is 4. So in this case, what the question wants us to do is to divide this string into module this string into 4, you know. So I think the second example will be a better one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, length of 5, module 2, which the remainder, whose remainder is 1. So my throat hurts right now. I'm gonna get so sick tomorrow. So 2 in this case is the remainder. Okay, so I think we can do it the other way. We can start from the end of the string and start concatenating the characters and then reverse the whole entire string. So let's start it. So we have string builder result, because string builder builds faster when it comes to concatenating strings. Okay, 8 minutes. Hopefully we can get it done. So okay, so we have the string builder, and we're gonna start from the bottom. Not from the bottom, from the end of the string. So for k, now we also need a temporary variable to keep track of the length of the group, the current group we're iterating. So for I is equal to s, well, s is the string dot length minus 1, and k is equal to k, right? So and I is greater, we need to make sure that I is greater and equal to 0, because we don't want to get index out of bound, and I minus minus. So now if this, okay, if the current character is not a dash, we want to append it, right? So if s dot character at this correction is not equal to dash. Now we want to append this. So, and we want to check if this is, have we reached the length limit of this current group. So if k is equal to 0, so if k is equal to 0, well, first of all, we should, if k is, so anyways, we should append the letter first, right? So let me think. So we should check if we have already reached the length before we append, or we should append first and then check. So it would make sense if we append, if we check if we have reached the limit, the length limit. Okay, so if k is equal to 0, which means we have already reached, then we're gonna append the dash. Okay, so we're gonna do results dot append. I feel I should append this, and we're gonna reset the variable to k. Now, and then we are going to append character. You know what? I feel like it's not a good practice to keep calling this. So if this is not equal, actually, you know what? I don't like doing this either, so I'm gonna do int length is equal to this, and int is length minus 1. So as character at this position, assign it to ch, and if this is not equal to, if this is a character, which is what we want, we're gonna, and if this is reach the length limit of k of the current group, we're gonna append dash to it, and the result is going to append this character, and then k minus minus. Okay, so and then we're done with this. So once we reach the end, we will have the first group as it is. Okay. Yep. So let me see. I think String Builder has a API that we can use to reverse a string. I mean, if it doesn't, we can write a reverse function. It's pretty fast to write one, and yeah, they do have one reverse. Okay, so and after that we will reverse it. So we're going to return result reverse and to string. Okay. Suppose I'm supposed to check manually run through the code, but I only have 2 minutes left, so we'll see. All right, that was fast. Oh, I should convert it to uppercase. So, how do you convert a character? Character to uppercase, ch. So, character to uppercase. If I remember correctly. Okay, looks good to me. All right, I'm gonna submit it since I only have 50 seconds. All right, accepted. Perfect. So yeah, so the problem is, so I think the key of this question is to find the remainder of a string. So whenever you get stuck in partitioning a string, just try to do it the other way, right? So anyways, thanks for watching, and happy coding.